In the mist-shrouded highlands of northern Vietnam, amidst paper layers stained yellow by the years, three deities silently emerge at the center. They sit in majesty, clutching scepters, their gaze as cold as a blade in the night. They are the Tam Than, the three supreme lords governing heaven, earth, and the underworld, always present in the ancient ritual paintings of the Jiao. Not everyone is destined to touch the brush to their divine forms. To paint these sacred scrolls requires more than mastery. It demands absolute purity. A single errant stroke, a gaze lacking authority, or an improper posture could awaken forces that were meant to remain dormant.
Vietnam. Sacred Trails.
Deeply secluded within the rugged mountain ranges of northwest Vietnam, the Jiao people are the guardians of a profound treasure. This is not a hoard of gold or silver, but a collection of ancient, weathered ritual paintings, a sacred portal designed to lead the mortal soul into the depths of the invisible world. Each deliberate stroke of the brush is far more than a mere aesthetic image. It serves as a metaphysical signal, a direct frequency connecting the living with the divine pantheon. According to the enduring beliefs of the Jiao, ancestors and gods do not simply watch over the footsteps of their descendants from a distance. Instead, they are believed to manifest and reside within every intricate detail, every layer of mineral pigment, and every hand-drawn line. These scrolls are the physical embodiment of an intangible power, an eternal connection that transcends the limitations of both space and time. These paintings are never intended for casual display. They are only unveiled and breathed into life during the community's most pivotal and sacred occasions. From the hallowed days of the Lunar New Year and the Cap Sack, the rigorous rite of passage marking a man's spiritual maturity, to solemn wedding ceremonies or urgent rituals to summon rain and dispel looming calamities. Each set constitutes a monumental visual treasury of imagery, typically ranging from 11 to 25 individual scrolls. A preeminent example is the Tam Than Dai Duong collection, consisting of 12 grand paintings. Each scroll functions like a chapter from an ancient, primordial book, chronicling the epic myths of universal creation and the complex spiritual hierarchy of the Jiao people. The solemn duty of preserving these sacred relics is entrusted only to chosen individuals, the shamans or the venerable clan elders. They bear the heavy responsibility of safeguarding the peace and spiritual harmony of the entire community. For in the eyes of the Jiao, these paintings are not merely cultural artifacts. They are living sanctuaries where the holy ones dwell. The slightest oversight, even a subconscious mistake during their preservation or handling, is feared to awaken ancient forces that no one wishes to confront. Such errors carry the potential for profound consequences, threatening the fragile equilibrium between the visible realm of man and the invisible realm of the spirits. Imagine yourself standing in silence before a Jiao ritual painting. What you see is not merely art, but an entire universe unfolding before your eyes. This is not a random arrangement of figures. Every character is positioned according to a strict celestial hierarchy, the immutable order of the divine realm. At the zenith sit the Tam Than, the three pure ones, always depicted as the largest, the highest, and the most radiant beings. Other deities, regardless of their individual power or authority, must never infringe upon this sacred center. Every gaze, every mudra, and every posture must adhere strictly to ancestral archetypes. In this world, a mistake is not just a technical flaw, it is a spiritual transgression, a rupture in the delicate order of the three realms. Unlike common folk paintings that capture daily life or historical tales, Jiao ritual art serves as a profound metaphysical map. Here, space and time cease to be linear. Upon a single sheet of handmade paper, heaven and earth, roaring rivers and vast seas, the depths of hell and the ethereal gardens of paradise all exist simultaneously. It does not merely narrate stories, it reveals the very structural architecture of a cosmic whole. Every stroke of the brush is far more than a technical execution. It is a ritualistic act of mediation between the mortal world and the divine pantheon. Not everyone is permitted to undertake this sacred task, for the Jiao impose incredibly stringent taboos on the creator. The artisan must enter a state of absolute spiritual clarity. No arguments are allowed, no intimate contact with the opposite sex, and no taking of life, be it slaughtering livestock, felling a tree, or even plucking a vegetable. Throughout the painting process, they live in deep isolation, maintaining a purified soul and a level of intense concentration that borders on the meditative. The workspace must remain in absolute silence, a sanctuary where the presence of women is strictly forbidden to preserve ritual purity. Every single stage, from the precise cutting of the paper to the grinding of pigments and the final eye-opening ceremony, must be performed only at an auspicious hour, calculated with divine precision. A complete set can feature more than 70 distinct faces, and each must radiate its true divine essence, whether it be benevolence, austerity, wrath, or silent contemplation. The eyes, believed to be the dwelling place of the divine soul, are always painted last. This final touch occurs in a sacred moment, meticulously timed. A single misplaced glance or a crooked eyebrow could mean the deity refuses to inhabit the scroll, rendering the painting spiritually void. Even the palette is a language of prayer, restricted to 5 primal colors derived from natural minerals. Red for vital power, yellow for sovereign authority, purple for the profound mystery of the occult, green for the cycle of rebirth, and white for primordial purity. These colors, ground from the earth itself, endure for centuries, like a sacred vow written in pigment. A Jiao ritual painting is not made to be looked at. It is made to be felt, to be feared, and to serve as a threshold where one realizes they are standing at the very edge of 2 worlds. The completion of the final brushstroke doesn't mark the end of the journey. For the Jiao, a painting remains a mere object until the divine spirits truly descend to inhabit it. This transformation begins with a sacred ceremony known as Tatran, the release of the paintings. Amidst the rhythmic chanting, the shaman performs ancient rites to invite the souls of the deities to enter each canvas. Offerings of livestock are presented, serving as a formal bridge of hospitality extended from the mortal realm to the celestial one. The scrolls are then unveiled and hung in a precise, immutable hierarchy. The Tamthan always occupy the highest position of honor. Below them, a celestial court unfolds. The Jade Emperor, the Supreme Lord Laozi, mighty marshals, the spirits of the four mansions, and a host of divine soldiers and mythical beasts. Each scroll's position is fixed by cosmic law. The slightest misalignment or an incorrect orientation could render the entire set spiritually hollow, stripping the ritual of its potency. During the Tao Sai, the most significant spiritual odyssey of the Jiao people, dozens of these scrolls are summoned simultaneously. In that moment, an ordinary wooden home is transfigured into a temporary, smoke-filled cathedral where heaven and earth converge. When the ceremony concludes, the spirits do not simply vanish. The shaman must perform a closing rite to respectfully escort the deities back to their realms. The scrolls are then carefully rolled and concealed in the most sacred corners of the ancestral altar. Should a painting become withered or torn by the passage of centuries, it is never discarded or burned by human hands. Instead, it is carried to a hidden, sacred cave, a place where no mortal foot dares to tread, to slowly decay and return its divine power to the silent earth. Spanning hundreds of years, these ritual paintings of the Jiao have transcended their role as mere ceremonial objects. They have evolved into a living cultural legacy, a collective memory, and a spiritual map passed down through countless generations. Each scroll serves as a miniature cosmos, meticulously recording the sacred equilibrium between humanity, nature, and the divine. Some sets, crafted with ink ground from precious gemstones and adorned with flecks of gold leaf, still shimmer brilliantly under the flicker of firelight, as if time itself has failed to dim their radiance. Beyond mere imagery, these paintings are vessels of silent wisdom, preserving celestial laws, ancient taboos, and the intricate mechanics of the invisible world. This is why the Jiao revere them as a spiritual encyclopedia. Yet it is a book that not everyone is permitted to read. Only those with the right destiny and a heart filled with profound reverence can truly decode the secrets hidden behind every brushstroke. It is for this reason that the scrolls remain rolled, guarded in the highest and most solemn reaches of the ancient Jiao home. Next time you find yourself in a remote highland village, cast a quiet glance toward the rafters where these scrolls are kept like sacred treasures. And ask yourself, what would happen if one day someone were to unfurl them without permission? The answer, perhaps, still waits for one brave enough to decipher the mystery. Traditions are the heartbeat of the land, pulsing through the ink of the past. Experience the mystery. Discover the sacred trails of Vietnam.